every single one of these to sell out. So if you want a gorgeous, oversized set of stud earrings, those are coming up in just a moment. Okay, so emeralds. For the last time ever at this price, according to Carol. Over 1.84 carats of 4 large, genuine, stunning, vibrant emeralds framed with diamond cut white zircon in what the Rarities collection is truly known for, which is open design, open work, you know, knuckle to knuckle, tattoo style rings. It's a $405 appraised ring. At normal HSN pricing, it's $209.90. For its final supplies now, it's $32.48 on your credit card. It's $80 off the regular HSN price, $129.90, final supplies, and oh my goodness, are you kidding? It's now only in sizes 5 through 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, gone, 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 and gone.
Okay.
So it's last chance.
I guess I'm gonna make this really, really brief. Brazilian emeralds, not coming back anywhere. Well, the style will never be back, but emeralds in general, which are my most favorite gemstone because I never was able to afford one. Brazilian emeralds going up, up, up in price. This ring takes the traditional emeralds that everybody, you know, ruby, sapphire, emerald, diamond, into a whole new stratosphere with modern design. So this ring, which is again a knuckle ring, and I call it my armor ring, is a customer pick 10 times over. That's why there's only 5 through 7 left. I think they're gonna cut me off in a second. But all of this is natural cut, diamond cut white zircon, zircon coming from the earth, being the closest gemstone to a diamond coming from Mother Earth. It doesn't matter what color skin you have, what length fingers you have. Do you have a wide hand, a petite hand? It doesn't matter. This is the ring that stops traffic. Once again, if I did this in Praisiolite and Zircon, it would cost more than $129.90. But I'm doing this in genuine emerald.
For the last time ever.
For the last, oh, this ring is done. Rarities, I spoke about this before for those of you who just tuned in. Rarities means that I want to use the rarest gemstones I can find. I want to have the designs, what I call one and done, limited. When I bring you something, sometimes I have to bring things back, and I really don't like to. HSN makes me bring them back because you guys love them so much and they're such good sellers. I don't ever want to bring anything back because to me, you need to own things that are so limited that you're the only girl in your town that will ever have one. You're the only girl in your town that's ever going to have this emerald ring. You're the only girl in town that's going to have my black spinel hexagon pendant. You're the only girl in town that's going to have all the jewelry that I'm wearing right now. So that's what a rarity is. So if you've been dreaming of owning an emerald, or maybe you have emeralds. Now, in my customer pick reviews, this was my favorite, was one of you amazing Rarities girls who said, I have seriously expensive emeralds from Colombia that were passed down to me, and the color of the emeralds in this ring are more vivid and beautiful. I have nothing else to say after that.
You know, I have to say, I was like searching for it had to be heat treated or colored. I mean, it is, there's no fog to it.
No.
There's no muddiness to it.
No waxiness to it.
Yeah.
Because most emeralds, the way they get their beautiful luster is through silk or needles. Every emerald has silk or needles. You'll never find 100% clean emeralds. But the silk in these Brazilian emeralds are so light that you really cannot, I'm looking, I can't see them with my naked eye. I'm staring into my ring right now. The 4 inverted pairs in this design, they're strategically set. They elongate the hand. Now here, I want you to look up as close as you could possibly look. Do you see anything in my emeralds? No. They're magnificent. They're born from the earth. They're from Brazil. Since 1980, Brazil is sort of starring in the world of emeralds. Everything about this ring, I love. Everything about this ring makes me feel like I'm $1 million, because who else was able to own emeralds? When I worked for Mr. Winston, we sold very few emeralds because people just couldn't afford them and we couldn't get the quality.
So it's only in sizes 5 through 7. Whether you're shopping for a July birthday early because it will never be back again, or you've truly always wanted to own a fine top of the line emerald, this is your chance, this is your time to place that order to get it in. I just said July, it's May.
It is May.
Right?
I didn't want to correct
you. Ruby is July.
Yes.
Emerald's May.
It is.
May birthdays, which are coming up a little bit sooner than July birthdays.
I think emerald, ruby, sapphire, and diamond need no month and need no birthstone and need no horoscope, because those are the 4 most precious gemstones in the world. Everybody who gets one is one lucky woman.
Now, we are going to be bringing you that gorgeous diamond-framed showstopper earring. It's coming up next after we check in with our network's president to tell you a little bit more